When you call a car Superfast, you've already laid all your cards on the table and it doesn't leave much to the imagination. So, does this Ferrari live up to its name?
The 812 Superfast is the replacement for the F12 Berlinetta, taken to an even higher level. It is both the most powerful road-going Ferrari ever made and has the world's most powerful naturally aspirated production car engine. Its 6.5 litre V12 puts out 588 kilowatts at 8,500 RPM and 718 Newton meters of torque. That's enough for the 812 Superfast to go 0 to 100 in 2.9 seconds.
So a 6.5 litre V12 with a 9,000 RPM red line definitely gives you a sense of trepidation. Like, just how fast is this car going to be? The claim is 2.9 seconds to 100, and to be honest, I was too scared to flatten it in Sydney traffic. I had to come out on the road out here to actually do it, and even then it's just like a frigging race car. There's even a blue level beyond the red bit in the LED change point that you're only ever going to see like twice in your lifetime. Like all modern Ferraris, the steering in this car is super sharp. It actually takes some time to get used to just how sharp it is going into corners. It only has 1.8 turns lock to lock, admittedly a massive turning circle, but there is just something so delicate, so lovely about this. You drive this car on your fingertips. It's just so sharp and so exquisite, but also it has so much power that when you're trying to gas it out of corners, the ESC is working mega hard to just keep that bum into line and keep it on the road. The other piece of iconic Ferrari DNA is this Manettino Switch on the steering wheel. I currently have it in race. Now, there's two settings below it, sport and wet, and there's two settings above it, ESC off, of which I am not going to go into. It really doesn't matter what mode you drive this Superfast in, sport, race, bumpy mode, because it's actually comfortable and mega drivable. I love the dual clutch gearbox in this car. It is perfect. In fact, I think it does a better job in auto than I can do flapping away on these beautiful carbon fibre paddles.
The 812's interior owes a lot to its F12 predecessor in overall design aesthetic, but the new car is much more successful. Leaner surfacing, more sculptural shapes, and a higher tech feel have transformed this Ferrari's feeling of expense.
So like every modern Ferrari, the 812 Superfast has this amazing steering wheel with all the controls on it, and in this car, it's actually standard. Starting with the engine start button and the race Manettino switch, and ending with the indicators, the wipers, and a whole bunch of other stuff. It even has these little pods on the side which take you a while to work out what to do. This one does the cruise control, and this little pod operates the multimedia system on this left screen, which is radio, navigation, and all that sort of stuff. And just in case all of this becomes too bewildering and everything goes pear-shaped, you've also got these two things to hold on to just before you die. Meanwhile, your passenger has their own instrument display to look at, which is optional, just like the following. Exterior colour, Grigio Superfast Opaco.
Cavallino stitched on headrest. Coloured special stitching, giallo. Alcantara door panels, charcoal. Alcantara headliner, charcoal. Yellow brake calipers. 20-inch forged painted rims. Titanium wheel bolts. Rear diffuser in carbon fibre. Carbon fibre undercover cover. Carbon fibre driver zone and LEDs. Carbon fibre central bar. Carbon fibre front floor.
But the thing is, you don't need $185,000 worth of options. This car does not need that list. It's such a great car that spending $53,000 on Blacktown Racing grey paint is probably not high on everybody's list, but you know what? It looks like Batman's car. And so if you've got a Ferrari that also looks like a Batmobile that nobody else owns, that costs $800,000, well then, good on you, I hate you.
What makes the 812 Superfast such an exquisite machine though is its layers of character. It's both friendly and fearsome. Stunningly beautiful, yet also practical. Loaded with tech, yet simultaneously analogue in its visceral appeal. This V12 Ferrari may be channeling its inner computer nerd, but inside lurks a very naughty boy, aching to be unleashed.
So why would Ferrari call it Superfast in English? Because isn't it going to be sexier in Italian? You know what? It's super veloce, which sounds like an Alfa Romeo, hence why they didn't do it. So comment below your thoughts and hit the subscribe button to Drive.com.au for more videos.